Listen carefully, my dear youngster. This is not a typical time. Your eyes will be open to what has already started to move around you, and your weary heart will find fresh vitality, thanks to the encounter that heaven has set up. You are not aimlessly wandering. As I have come to remind you, I have listened to every silent moment, every tear and every tired prayer. I have witnessed how you persevered in the face of fear and how you battled through unseen storms. And I say this to you now not just to console you, but also to assure you that everything you have experienced is going to come together for a reason. You've waited long enough to understand why this is, how it had to happen. You have endured the burden, the bewilderment, and the loss, but it was all worthwhile. When you felt alone, my angels were there to support you. When darkness attempted to encircle you, they protected your steps. When you were unable to even pray, they whispered strength into your spirit. You were supported by grace. You did not fall by accident. I am aware of the stress you have been experiencing lately. The question has crossed your mind. Why do I feel like I'm on the verge of something amazing but can't quite see it? Because you are at the door of what I have been preparing all along. Kate, there was no denial in the delay. It served as defense. You required time to adjust to the impending burden. I was unable to put something eternal in hands that were still shaking from terror. One, therefore, allowed you to experience heart-testing moments, not to shatter you, but to validate you. And that proof has spoken. Now your readiness has been announced in real time. The once unclear future is being rewritten, not in pieces, but in its entirety. What was lost will be recovered. Relationships that you believed were irreparably damaged will mend where there was just numbness. You will experience joy when you awaken. You'll see that the suffering you went through has become the fertile ground for miracles. You will transform your fear into faith that can overcome any obstacle. The fingerprints of heaven are going to be revealed in every single detail of your story. The changes are coming, but don't be afraid. For some of you, doors that you considered necessary will close. I promise you, though, that when I shut a door, I'm opening a gate to something much bigger. You can't hold on to something that no longer makes me breathe. Give it up, because angels are already getting ready for what comes next. As you let go of what has finished, they are setting up possibilities in case, in tranquility and purpose, as well as divine meetings and sacred alignments. You've never been in the rooms where your name is being mentioned. You can't see anything yet, but your effort is being remembered. You'll know it came from me when you walk into a favor that seems too big for you. Yes, I am aware of how uncertain the world seems, the constant hurry, the strain, and the noise all attempt to disturb your tranquility. Hear me out, child. I never called you to live in anxiety. You were summoned to live anchor. I have sown in you a quiet that no wind can uproot. Even though the storms may rock the surface, that serenity is my presence watching over your heart, not the lack of trouble. And fear loses its voice when you decide to embrace it. I, the one who holds time, remind you that you are exactly where you need to be, despite the enemy's whispers that you are not enough. It's too late or you missed your opportunity. Nothing that is yours has been overlooked. My child, walk boldly in faith and love with your super thanksgiving $2. Let the truth of my word reach those who long for the light. Join me in this divine mission to heal and uplift. Click on the super thanksgiving button and be enveloped in my grace. Now, and listen to this message further. Some of you have been battling in silence with questions that reverberate in the shadows and worrying that is concealed beneath smiles. You've persuaded yourself, I'd feel fine if I could just figure out what's next. However, you need to trust and not work things out. I see what you cannot, so keep that in mind. There is more to my vision than meets the eye, even when it seems like nothing is happening. I can see the threads of your destiny being weaved. Resting in uncertainty is what I am training you to do, because that is where faith develops. What I want from you, my child, is faithfulness, not fearlessness. For even shaky faith can move mountains. A tiny act of obedience might lead to unattainable opportunities. You've questioned why everything took so long, why months of silence, and why prayers seemed to go ignored. However, my silence was always alignment rather than absence. I was organizing things to prevent the pledge from collapsing under the pressure of hurry. When I make it public, I was planning events, influencing time, and getting people ready. I was writing facts that you couldn't see, but you felt I had forgotten. Examine your surroundings. The atmosphere is changing in areas you believed to be unproductive. There are indications of progress. Your profession, income, and the relationships you believe were waning will all improve. However, peace should be used to gauge progress rather than numbers or accolades, because my presence is carried by everything that carries my tranquility. Anything that takes you away from me will not have my blessing. Indeed, I can see the fatigue just before the miracle. I see the fatigue that attempts to persuade you to give up. You are closer than you realize, which is why I am speaking this word to you right now. The adversary is also aware of it. As a result, there have been more attacks. The distractions are louder because of this, because he is aware that what you have been hoping for will materialize if you remain steady for a little while longer. So don't quit up right away. Remain vigilant, remain grateful. Remain faithful, because I'm going to keep my word. Already the angels are in motion. They are developing responses, bringing people into alignment, and changing the atmosphere. After hearing this, some of you will have a real sense of calm. In your chamber, it is not fantasy, it is my presence. Heaven is confirming that this word is for you. In that way, you will feel warm, joyful, and deeply confident that you are safe, no matter what occurs. I mark my chosen ones in that way, not out of fear, but in peace. I've witnessed the friendships that ended badly, the individuals that misinterpreted you, and the ones that abandoned you just when you needed them most. And I tell you not to be angry with them. They contributed to your development. They assisted in exposing your true self. They created room for those who will cherish you as much as I do. The next phase of your life will bring you people whose devotion is like heaven. Those who understand your worth despite your hardships, who pray with you and who speak life. You will no longer have to trek alone. The angels themselves are forming holy friendships, bonds based on calling rather than convenience. There are blessings concealed inside. The things you thought would shatter you, my kid. I refer to what you call a delay as preparation. I refer to what you call loss as exchange. I call transition what you call perplexity. The ground for what is about to grow has been irrigated by each tear that has fallen. Every lonely night has made room for fresh happiness to sprout. Every let down has been a doorway that was passed off as a dead end. I'm reinventing what your suffering means. You have inquired even though I believe. Why do I still feel so uncertain? Because religion alters uncertainty rather than eliminates it. When you can't see the finish, it gives you the strength to keep going. And I promise that the next steps will be made public. Shortly, you'll start to see why I postponed some blessings. You will see that my timing was one of kindness rather than punishment, and look back and say, I would not have been prepared if it had come earlier. As you enter the next stage of your life, I am sending angels before you. They will protect you from unseen obstacles. They will softly seal certain doors and open others in silence. Even if you can't see them, their movements will leave traces. Things will start to line up. Challenges will change and opportunities will present themselves. That is the sound of the return of divine order. That's the restoration rhythm. I say this to those who feel forgotten. My heart still bears your name. Heaven is still talking about you. My promise remains intact. Despite the delay, I am still in charge. And you are still part of my plan. I followed you even when you wandered. I continued to pray for you even after you stopped. When you're weak, my love doesn't go away. Rather, it gets stronger. You have been terrified of failing, of trying again, and of experiencing another heartbreak. But listen where my spirit resides. Fear cannot exist, not because you figured everything out, but because you now have faith that I won't let you fail. You are taking a leap into fresh fearlessness. The suffering of the past won't be repeated. In this future chapter, the cycles that formerly characterized you are being broken. The habits that kept you little are being broken. You will now live by revelation rather than response. There will be decisions in the days ahead. some easy, some difficult. But don't freak out. Through peace I shall speak. It's not from me if it seems hurried, forced or scared, even if it doesn't make logic. If it feels peaceful, that's my direction. Have faith and that feeling of silence. That's how I LED mine. Some people who are listening right now feel uneasy in relationships and forgotten in love. I want you to understand that the perfect connection will fit you, not deplete you. To be understood, you won't have to perform, chase, or plead. Peace, not confusion, is brought about by my benediction. The scent of my presence will be carried by the person I have chosen for you, and I shall be your closest friend. Until then, you are not lacking something in me. You are complete. I'm not finished with your narrative, my love. The best parts are yet to come, in locations where regret formerly existed. You will witness redemption. You will find laughter when loss was the only thing. Where years of misunderstanding have existed, you will find clarity. It was never luck, and you'll know it when it occurs. I was always the one. Your time for divine movement is now. Anticipate it, say it. Have faith, do not back down, because you are afraid of being let down. Heaven is moving because of your faith. I'm giving the angels orders to follow your instructions. Therefore give your circumstances life. I hope you have a blessed tomorrow. Make your house a place of tranquility, and heaven will hear you as you speak. If this word comes to you, type I trust you, Jesus. Breathe now, you're right. Slowly. You can feel the burden leaving your chest right now. That weight you've been carrying for months is breaking. You've changed since the agony started. You have more strength, wisdom, and discernment. You are discovering that surrender, not control, is the path to peace. Every concern that formerly dominated your thoughts is becoming less potent. The way ahead of you is being cleared by the angels. Your prayers will soon be answered, and they will multiply. There will be an abundance of opportunities, rather than a trickle, but keep this in mind. When they arrive, don't hurry before me. Allow me to guide you through each, because I am the God of perfect timing, in addition to being the God of open doors. Additionally, I won't let you enter anything that will disturb your tranquility. I am bringing you up to a new degree of self-assurance, not conceit, but holy confidence, the type that understands who can oppose me. If God is on my side, you won't continue to explain your calling. To those who don't understand it, you will no longer feel guilty about getting selected. Under the guidance of my Spirit, you will move with silent authority while wearing humility. Additionally, everything that used to work against you will start to work in your favor. This is prophecy, my darling, not only encouragement. You are embarking on a journey that will change the way you live, love, and view yourself. The same narrative that once broke you will now be the one that gives others blessings. Your scars will be visible as evidence that healing is genuine. You won't cover them up. You will enter spaces with a calmness that transforms the mood. Because you have experienced darkness yourself, you will say things that help others overcome it. You will carry my light, because you found who I am in the midst of the storm. Not because life got easier. Being hidden was never a sign of rejection. Rather, it was a period of refinement. You were being prepared, you weren't forgotten. I will now disclose you when the time is right. Not for your glory, but for mine. Remain courteous, modest, and connected. Those who serve in quiet are promoted in heaven. I'm with you, kid. I was and always have been and I will be forever. As this message draws to a close, my dear child, consider it the start of something new inside of you, rather than its conclusion, because I have sown a seed deep within your spirit, and all you have heard, and everything that has moved you. This seed will not remain dormant. Rather, it will sprout. Even if the soil in your life is hard, and the rain seems to be coming slowly, it will eventually bring fruit. Have faith that my words will not be in vain. It will fulfill everything I have planned for you. You have traversed darkness and quiet, questioning whether I still communicate, and whether I continue to act on your behalf. However, I can tell you now that every action you have performed has been seen, every tear has been tallied, and every sigh has been captured in my heart. We haven't forgotten you. I was working most diligently in invisible ways. During the very hours you believed I was gone, I've been aligning doors that only my hand could open, sheltering you from things you didn't know were closed, and adjusting things that you couldn't. My child, you've carried a lot of weight that wasn't supposed to be on you. Now put them down, let go of the things you can't change, the people you can't alter, and the times you can't go back in time. Give them to me. I am the healer of the previously unthinkable, the redeemer of time, and the restorer of shattered paths. I create everything, not just a few things or some things. I will transform even the elements of your tale that seem too broken, too lost, or too damaged, into something beautiful you could never have dreamed. You will see the wisdom of what formerly perplexed you. In the upcoming seasons, you look back and realize, now I get it, God was always present. Your suffering will turn into the oil that cures others. Your loneliness will transform into empathy for people who don't feel seen. Your tearful prayer nights will become the testimony that illuminates the path for others. Nothing has been squandered. All of your hardships have equipped you with the strength you currently possess. Therefore, don't be afraid of what follows. I've already arrived. I go ahead of you to clear the path, and I follow you to protect your steps. My presence is all around you. I don't get shaken when the world does. When others leave me, I stay loyal. My spirit within you proclaims you will. When doubtful voices murmur, you cannot. You are on the precipice of change, rather than at the conclusion of your story. I'm breathing new life into your spirit. reviving long-forgotten dreams and bringing to life visions that were buried beneath disappointment. Now is not the moment to regress. Now is the moment to get up. Your heart has been cleaned by the agonizing experience of refining fire. I see gold in you and it's ready to shine. Don't gauge your advancement by other people's speed. I have sacred timing for you. Your life's chapters develop in a divinely ordained order. In reality, what appears to be delayed is intentional. You're getting ready, you're not falling behind. Divine connections, possibilities, and moments that will come suddenly are all being aligned by me, but they are not unexpected to me because I have been preparing them all along. You will experience my closeness in different ways throughout the next few days. Even in the face of uncertainty, you will sense my calm. There will be indications that my hand is leading you. Listen to my spirit's soft whispers and quiet prods, for I will guide you through silence rather than pandemonium. And keep in mind that you are mine. When dread threatens to resurface, you cannot be claimed by the enemy's speech. What I have secured is impervious to storms. No weapon designed to harm you will succeed. My promise for your life is unwavering. You are cherished, covered, anointed, and selected. Now take a deep breath and let calm descend upon you. Like the dawn, the ancient things are dead. The new has started. Move forward with confidence rather than fear, because your future is in the hands of the one who controls the universe. This is the fulfillment of my promise, my child, not the conclusion of your tale. And I fulfill all of my commitments. You'll see how good I am. You'll walk in my direction. You will have a deeper understanding of my love than you have ever experienced. So get up, dear. Raise your head, it's getting light. You are in my light. Go enjoy in peace and with confidence. Because even at the end of your life, I will always be by your side. Subscribe, please.